By my honor and the light, my life will be a dagger for Sightblinder's heart. Until the last day, to Shaiol Ghul itself. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. We're back with another GAC recap, and we're skipping one. I've actually had someone help edit for me this time. Huge thank you to Geminis for the help on this, and so it's going to maybe look a little bit different than you guys are used to, than I'm used to as well. So we're going to just jump in and see what it's like here, folks. This is actually the last week of 5v5, and let's see, I think I lost the most recent one. I think I lost 2 in a row, actually. So here we are. Let's get to it, shall we? Facing someone named Moshi. You guys can pause and see. He's got a sizable account versus me. He's got a lot going on his account. More mods, more stuff, more awesome. It's not necessarily encouraging. I think he's in Paw Patrol, which is scary. Pretty big GP advantage there. And yeah, keep in mind, guys, I'm gonna probably lose my cadence a little bit here and there just because I'm not used to this method of editing. Not know that it's bad at all. Just this is all stuff that I'm just not used to including in my videos. That's all. So we're looking at his datacrons here, and he's got a lot. Of course he does. One of the things that I checked though was to see. The only scouting I really did to my opponent was to see if he had. I wanted to see if I could place Lord Vader, and that means that if he had the Traya Omicron, I couldn't really do that. And if he had the set 6 Datacron to give him plus speed to make the troopers kill me, I wouldn't be able to place Lord Vader either. But he did let me place Vader. So here's the defenses that you guys can see on the front and back. Or so top and bottom. I have REY. Started training REY with the murder bots because she's actually pretty good with droids. And BB-8 and R2, of course. It's kind of funny, like the fake R2D2 and the real R2D2 both in the same place. And yeah, so it's a decent defense, I think. My opponent, let's see, I think I put Jabba in the back if I remember. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you guys too. I've started placing the triple middle finger fleet defense, which I don't even know if it's gotten a hold yet, actually. Like these three really good fleets, and I'm not sure if my opponent, I think this, at least in this match, my opponent didn't fail on me. Maybe he did. We'll see. You guys will see the results, so it'll all be laid bare at the end. So my opponent, he's got CLS, he's got a crazy amount of tenacity on here. Yeah, 100 plus 123. I think that means that Luke starts at like 350% tenacity, which is just gross. If you want to be able to consistently debuff him, that means he is going to have to be like 3. So he starts with his stance that he's in, he's going to be at 355. And so if I want to consistently debuff him every time, I'd have to be at 450 potency, or I guess if I've got tenacity down on him, it wouldn't matter. But it's a lot of tenacity, guys. It's a whole lot. Oh, I guess it's just 205. What am I? Maybe I was looking at a different stat. But then it hands it to Chupio, and then Chupio hands him back a little bit. So, anyways, we're gonna face this. He's got Jabba. He's got Malgus. He's got that CLS team up front. It's a pretty interesting. Oh, and Grand Inquisitor. Let's see, Jabba. I guess we're just looking at all the Crons here. So it kind of gives a little better picture of what I'm facing, to be honest, guys. Remember, we're trying to rediscover what we're doing with GAC on this channel, because I love GAC. That's the reason I play this game in a lot of ways. I mean, I like the other stuff, but GAC is kind of the driver for me. And so, I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to be releasing GAC videos and what they're going to look like. And so, I mean, this is what we're up against. Let's see, what was that even? You guys probably know. Oh, that's Iden. Iden with the grit Cron, that's what I was checking. Yeah. And then he has General Skywalker. He doesn't have a whole lot of teams that show up on defense, actually, folks. So we got to figure out which teams we're going to be using here. Yeah, so CLS, like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, man, I think we can off meta a lot of this stuff. Not really sure. I think I don't remember if I have 2 or 3 or 4. Well, I have 3 at least 3 GLs on defense, maybe 4. So we're going to use Inquisitors versus his Jabba first. And the Jabba isn't as strong as a lot of other Jabbas have been. Remember, this is with set 4 still, and that means that we have the cool 2% turn meter gain for the Inquisitor team every time a debuff expires. And this team does so many debuffs. The only problem here, guys, is sometimes it's real tough to... Well, first off, if they get a cleanse and all of it goes, like, I'll get all of my turn meter for all my characters, but... Gosh, we killed Chrysanthemum so quick there. I don't think he had his Omicron either. But then we don't have any turn meter gain for a while. The other rough thing is, if Jabba has a ton of tenacity, then he's going to be able to obviously resist, like the whole team. If they have a Cron with a ton of tenacity, they'll be able to resist a lot of these debuffs and make it so that I can't take out the whole team that easily because I don't have all the turn meter gain. Not to mention the debuffs actually do things as well. They don't just provide me with turn meter. So, I mean, we're getting a lot of mileage here, actually, folks. Like, remember, Chrysanthemum will come back eventually. But, yeah, Jabba has to get a turn first. So, we're going to wait to kill Gamorrean Guard. Yeah, this is only Relic 6 on Gamorrean Guard. It's fairly easy. Remember, this has happened like 2 weeks ago. So, I remember it vaguely. I know it happened to me. But... Remember, Chrysanthemum dies easier the second time, not only because he starts with less health and protection, you know, like he doesn't have full health and protection, I guess, but the big thing is he's already had that torture applied to him, so that means 50% of his defense most likely is just gone, which means all of his armor is non-existent. So, yeah, let's see. Oh, sorry, squeaky desk, folks. You guys keep thinking it's like a fire alarm or something, but man, this Gamorrean Guard got a bunch of bonus protection right at the last second here. Alright, so we're facing Jabba, and the question is, in 2 minutes, can we actually kill him? And the big thing is there's 2 different things going on with Jabba that involves bonus protection or protection up. I mean, those are the 2, that's what they're called. One is bonus protection, and that's the stuff like that Nest gets. It's not a buff, it's not something that's dispellable, it's not something that goes away ever until you do enough damage to delete it. The protection up is a buff, and that's something that you get. He can get both of them. So you don't want to let him get the protection up, but the really bad thing is when he gets the bonus protection. The way Jabba gets bonus protection is when you remove turn meter from him. So you can see I'm just doing basics with Seventh Sister because I don't want to remove his turn meter. And we eventually, I think he just like took a turn and deleted himself. So we got the max banners there, which was a good feeling. I think we started off good, and then things get a little darker toward, I don't know if they're darker, but I don't know. There's some struggle certainly. Oh yeah, look at this. This Chewbacca is 274 tenacity. Gosh. We can't debuff him. The problem with, I mean, the high tenacity on the CLS is really cool. I'm not going to deny that. The thing is, Iden is actually really strong against this team anyways, as you guys might have known. I mean, they have a lot of good relics, you can see. But the big thing is her stun is not something that rebels can resist. And so, you know, at the very start, you can just stun Luke. Well, you can't stun him because he's going to be protected or whatever, guarded by Chewie. Gosh, I just got my CLS up to Relic 9. I need to check and see if he's still the weakest or if I need to, like, boost C-3PO or Chewie or something. I'm guessing Relic 9 isn't going to do anything for that, but probably worth taking a look. All right, so, gosh, they almost just straight up kill my Snowtrooper, which, I mean, granted, Snowtrooper is kind of a duck out of the water here, folks. Not doing too hot. I don't know why he'd be in the Death Star. There's not snow in the Death Star, as far as I know. Though, I mean, it's big enough, it could probably have multiple different types of geologies, honestly. Yeah, so we're trying to take down Chewbacca here, and you know, he's the one he's kind of the key to all of this, because his assists are going to be doing a ton of damage, and and he's also putting guard on Luke and Han. And so once we get Chewie deleted, then I mean, everyone else, even with all this crazy tenacity, I mean, we're not sticking all of our debuffs or anything, but yeah, we're still doing pretty well. And oh yeah, that's right. I'm using a grit Cron here, I believe. Yeah, that's the locked buff there in the middle on all of them, which means all of their exposes and all of the damage from Chewbacca, like the percent health damage was basically non-existent. So, I mean, the squad's good unless your opponent brings CLS, and then it's rough. All right, the Inquisitors, they have the 2% turn meter nonsense, of course. So it's going to be really tough to beat them. Like, trying to use Jedi on this team is going to be really tough. And so what I ended up doing, and here's something, so my opponent is really into tenacity. And what I should have done here, folks, is check that tenacity on Ninth Sister. Ninth Sister actually has a bunch of just extra tenacity added to her, and you can get her, she has a really high basic tenacity too, and so you can get her to the point where, like, I think my Vader is at 120% potency, something like that, which is actually, it's fairly good. Okay, so he dies, remember it's set 4, so he gets the revive, and I mean, there's tenacity up on Grand Inquisitor, so that's not great, but hopefully, you know, we still probably are able to take out Grand Inquisitor over time. We'll just use basics on him in the middle of all of the merciless massacres. And the problem is, like, we can't force, there's 2 characters we can't debuff. One of them, Ninth Sister, has so much tenacity we can't actually apply anything. Like, it's just as good as having total tenacity up. And so when I realized this, what I should have done is started hacking Ninth Sister to pieces as much as I could. Honestly, and, you know, like, throwing my saber at her, doing everything I could. Instead, I was very fixated on Grand Inquisitor. I was like, man, we gotta kill him. And, I mean, that's good. It's nice to kill him, but, like, we're not doing any damage to Ninth Sister here. And, yeah, so I should have been throwing, I mean, gosh, you know, I'm trying to figure out exactly what the chain is, because at this point I've realized I'm not applying any debuffs. We can't get a single one. If we could have gotten just even 1 or 2 on her, it would have helped. But I mean, once you get your tenacity high enough, there's literally a point where just no debuffs can get you. Like, there's not a 15% chance for them to apply. It's just 0% chance for them to apply, as opposed to resisting debuffs. Sometimes, depending on the kit or depending on the rules, interactions, whatever, sometimes you can get to the point where you can get to the point where you can actually not, or, you know, you can, I can't talk. Depending on the kit, you can always, you get like a 15% chance to dispel or to resist debuffs. And so, gosh, Ninth Sister is so thick, guys, and she actually heals quite a bit of health as she goes along. She's 8, she's relic 8, can't apply any debuffs, and poor old Vader, man, suffers by comparison a little bit here, doesn't he? Poor dude. Doesn't know what he's doing. He's just floundering about. And he can't even heal himself from all that bonus protection that she had. And so, I mean, maybe one of the most embarrassing losses ever. I don't know, guys. Ninth Sister. So I was like, oh man, immediately let's go check that tenacity. And oh yeah, apparently we looked at it and it had lots. I don't know, we kind of blocked there, but she had enough that Vader just couldn't apply debuffs. So goodbye. All right, let's take a break here from that squad, and instead let's use Supreme Leader Kylo against this Malgus team, and, you know, Relic 9 on Malgus, the whole 9. And the thing that I really enjoy is just using Night Sisters with this squad, because Kylo actually gives them, well, who gives them? They give themselves some turn meter up or whatever, and so all their health and protection just slowly start to shrink under Kylo lead. But that also means that a lot of times they're able to get way more banners than you kind of assumed you were capable of against this team if you take the full Night Sister squad. And not to mention, you can also, like, Asajj is pretty useful because she's got, I think at this point I'd applied the Omicron on her, so she disallows, whenever she does her AoE, she puts healing immunity on everyone. Now, Malgus doesn't get healing immunity. He's immune to that level of immunity, but yeah, everyone else can have healing immunity if Asajj ever gets a turn. Come on, Asajj. Yes, you do the AoE, apply the healing immune, which is nice. Look at that. Malgus killed Asajj, but can't heal from it, which is, I guess, it's like a Pyrrhic victory. But, I mean, we've got our ultimate here, and I mean, once you get to your ultimate with Supreme Leader Kylo, this match gets a lot easier. Not to mention, Malgus without I mean, it's been a while now since he's had that Set 3 Datacron, but that Set 3 Datacron was pretty scary for a lot of Galactic Legends. So trying to figure out what to do here. I mean, gosh, who died? Oh yeah, it was Telzin. I was like, man, I think I'm going to be better off if I just stun Malak so that I have someone I can swipe against, so that I can gain more stats, because I didn't really have that many poke points. Poke points, that's a new thing. Gosh, what even is that? You know, just the number above his head. I can't remember it, guys. You'll remind me in chat, and I'll feel like an idiot. Now, notice, look at Asajj's health, guys. Like, it's like nothing, because she's gaining turn meter because, oh, that's right, she gains passive turn meter because of people losing health and dying and all of that stuff. And so, anyways, we got 62. Like, it's not too bad. Not too bad against Malgus. And, you know, it was never scary, which is nice. Siphon, is that what it's called on Kylo? I think it's called Siphon. Look at that awesome resize. Okay. Alright, guys. We gotta kill Ninth Sister. And she's got, like, so we have to kill her without assuming we can debuff her. Ooh, do I use Ackbar? Am I bold and use Ackbar? Look at me. I'm fairly fancy, aren't I? Well, I think that probably works here, though, maybe. She does an AoE. I'm in suspense as much as you are, guys. I don't remember this match super duper well. Oh, we're taking Ezra, too. Look at us. All kinds of crazy. That's right, Ezra's pretty good, actually. And now they don't have the leadership of that group. They don't have all the extra stats of the Inquisition. Because remember, they have uniques that if they all start with Inquisition, they all start with like 35% extra stats. Not to mention whatever leadership bonus the Grand Inquisitor gives. So, see what we got here. Yeah, look at Ezra, man. He's like, dude, that poor Ninth Sister. Like, how did Vader lose to her? Of course, she didn't have all those boosts that I was telling you about. So, all right, in the back, he's got just REY as a Galactic Legend, and then let's see. Apparently, I don't show you guys the team here. Oh yeah, there it is. So Hux lead with Phasma. No Phasma Cron, however. It's a first order Cron, but no Phasma Cron from Set 5, and it's a little bit baffling. Just a bit. And I mean, you can have Phasma lead, it's fine. Here, it's just a weird thing. So, alright, we gotta kill this REY team. It's REY Dash, and this is the title fight because it's I mean, okay, so we killed Jabba. He's got REY here, and then he's got 5 GLs for offense, apparently, which it's like, man, we failed against Ninth Sister. That is not great. We have to dial it in as much as we can. We can't let him defeat us, because I don't remember what all I put on defense. I think maybe I put Jedi Master Kenobi on defense this time, which is new for me. I don't know. What I've decided to start doing, folks, is when I scout. Well, I don't scout that. Like, I look for a couple key things, and then, I mean, I'm just spending less and less time trying to scout, because it's so demoralizing to scout someone for an hour, and then they do something different, and you lose anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at their tendencies, you account for different new things, and then they just do something different. So, What I decided to do was I was just going to place a defense that I think in general would be tough. Remember, in like the top 100-ish, trying to get back into it, something like that. We're close, though. We're top 100 adjacent, I guess you might say. And so, I mean, the players here are all both big accounts and really skilled. So it's a little bit tricky. A little bit tricky to try to beat someone like this. Okay, we took, let's see, Shore Trooper, because he's a pre-taunt. We took the 2 Geo squads. And remember, this is the Dash Cron. This is the penultimate match. We're going to see the Dash Cron. And, gosh, Armor still hasn't taken a turn. Oh, no, Armor did take a turn. We just put the thing onto Sith Eternal. But remember that Kylo, or Ben, whatever you want to call him, has healing immunity for 4 turns. So, all right, we got that. Cool. Cool. And here's where I make a blunder, actually, folks. I don't have healing immunity right now, but I will have healing immunity, yeah, right here. And if I had just waited for a turn to link, then I could have gotten 2 of those 4 turns that I'm going to have healing immunity on me to go away. And at this point, I'd be able to heal some more. And, you know, with the armor boost and everything, like, maybe I'd be able to actually get back to full protection or at least full health. But as it is, we're just waiting for her ult. Okay, now, look at that. Healing immunity. Hey, what can we do? And I didn't even link, so we can't even kill Ben here. That, like, he's not available to kill because Rey isn't in her, 60% or 50%, sorry, in her yellow. So, goodbye to Sith Eternal, poor Blighter. And so, apparently we're going up top for a minute to look at things. I don't know. Are we going to kill something else? Are we just going to take a break from here? Oh yeah, so there's this Iden team, and I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to use here, because I think the Iden team has the Grid Cron as well, if I remember correctly, and they're all really high relic, as you can see. And, I think they even have Shore Trooper with Stormtrooper, which means Wampa doesn't really want to have to deal with them. The thing about this match too, though, is Wampa can actually take the Cron that gives him. This is set 5, so it's actually relevant when I'm posting this. How this match is, even if Iden's with a relic or from a set 4 Cron, but you put the level 3 onto Wampa. I mean, this is a level 9, I guess, but it has the level 3 ability that gives him bonus protection every time he does a damage over time, and so he gets a lot of bonus protection. Yes, they can dispel it with Iden and with Death Trooper, but it keeps me from getting the brunt of this crazy damage that Relic 8 Imperial Troopers can do. And so, I mean, the biggest thing, yeah, it is a grid cron, so none of our damage over times are going to be doing damage here, which is actually, damage over time is a huge part of the Wampa's damage, his kit, whatever you want to call it. And so, I mean, they're also, look at all of their bonus protection that they have. It's not good. Not really fun. And, Shore Trooper is here to make it so I can't crit. He's here to make it so that I can't do... Yeah, I guess I got healing immunity on him, so ha! Of course, he's got a revive coming anyways, and, they have the spells and everything. And, yeah, okay, so killed Shore Trooper one time. Now, of course, I'm stuck hitting Stormtrooper, and Iden's probably just going to revive soon. Look at that, though. I killed Stormtrooper before. I think I just got lucky a little bit, but... I mean, this is a little bit of a desperation ploy. I didn't want to have to use anything too crazy, because I think I have Dash on defense. Dash would have been really nice to face this team, but... a lot of the advantages that Wampa has against this kind of team are negated by the Grit Cron. Now, one thing to keep in mind, though, is once you kill a character once, even if they revive, Grit actually doesn't come back on them. And so, you can see that Shore Trooper died, was revived by Iden's pre-revive ability, and he doesn't have dash, or he doesn't have the Grit on him anymore. So he's actually taking damage from damage over time, which, I mean, that's actually pretty nice if you're Wampa. It's feels good. Yeah, there we go. So he died once of sadness, of course. Now he's crit immune. And I mean, man, this fight. At the very least, we whittled down this team. It's a tough team to whittle down, honestly, with all the revives and everything. It's one of those teams that's if you don't have the right tools, then you just can't do it. What I'm surprised about is that I didn't use AdRad. I don't think I have AdRad on defense here. AdRad is really nice against Iden teams, though maybe I was worried. Oh, that's right. AdRad wasn't going to work because they have the Grit Cron. And even though they wouldn't probably kill my AdRad team, they also wouldn't be taking any damage from Expose, which is a pretty big deal for the AdRad squad. I think that that's what it was. I think Grit actually protected him from it, but they didn't protect him from Wampa. He got a 68 and gave them the middle claw. It was wonderful. What do you think? Do you think Wampas like drinking White Claws? Maybe Luke enjoys drinking them. I mean, he got himself a few, one way or another. Whether he wanted them or not. Apparently we're using Bad Batch to do something, guys. It's going to be awesome. I'm always at a loss of what to put on Bad Batch, because I already have a lot of potency on them, but potency's nice against... Oh yeah, we're facing Qui-Gon team, and this isn't the team with snips. It's almost optimized, but it's also slow enough for my Bad Batch to go first, which is bad news bears for them. Except Shock T, of course, did go first, so that was a surprise, but then my Echo went, and was able, we went and stunned everyone, then we two-turn stunned everyone, and of course Kenobi is taunting now, but everyone's in stun right now, so we killed them. They have healing immunity, so, I mean, if you outspeed them, guys, then that's one of the easiest fights ever. Okay, so we've gotten rid of a couple of the hard teams. Let's go back and finish off this REY if we can. I only have one more Galactic Legend available, though. Which means I probably put a lot on defense. I really don't remember. How many have we used so far, guys? A couple. We're fancy. We're going to use Jedi Master Luke here. I wanted to save the Jedi Revan, Jedi Luke guys for a different comp, and then okay, we could get the healing, we can get the buff immunity with Basti. Apparently, I don't know why I put her there. Honestly, Hoda on this team against REY, I did that the other day as well. I put Hoda against REY, and I realized belatedly that every time Hoda takes a turn, he is giving everyone bonus turn meter, and that increases her mastery, and it's a whole mess. So hopefully we can survive. I don't know why I didn't take Jolie. Seems like Jolie would be warranted here. But let's kill Vander as quick as we can. So everyone in damage immunity as quick as we can first. And yeah, we can't actually hurt REY, so we can't do crits on her, which means we can't get her inspired down, which means we don't want to gain any bonus turn meter at all here, guys. But let's... Yeah, see, I called... What did Hoda just do? Yeah, I think I called Hoda, and he gave everyone turn meter. I'm just... Sometimes I'm not the brightest, folks. Don't mind me, but not always the brightest. Okay, so REY was actually in her 50%. She was in yellow. So we were able to kill Ben first, but then, of course, we took a turn with our leader, and she revived. So, screw her. And... yeah. So now she's in yellow again, and the question is, what do we do? Like, do we take out Ben right now? Do we take, like, she's about to pop her ult. What do we do? Like, what do we pop our own ult? Okay, let's kill Ben real quick. Okay, she's in her damage immunity thing. It's called an ultimate, I suppose. Hopefully we can live. I want to live. I choose life. Even if that's not traditionally an option. She's going to heal from this. Oh, no, she doesn't heal from this unless she has health steal, which I don't remember. Maybe she has some. Yeah, so we can still kill Ben. And, gosh, at what point can we kill Ben? Please, just let us do it. Okay, killed REY. Ben can still come back as long as he has allies. But, okay, killed Vander. REY can't come back, though. He can't revive REY or anything. So once REY is gone, she is gone. And... yeah. One thing that I will miss, actually, guys, once set 5 is gone, is the crazy bonus protection crons that I've been able to roll. Because, like, plus 50% protection on Jedi Master Luke is just, it's pretty bonkers. It's nice. We only actually dropped one banner there, which is good. I didn't suffer too much for the Hoda turn meter bonuses. I think maybe I was taking Jedi Revan just because I wanted to have something that could clean up Rey? I don't remember, guys. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a General Skywalker team with some armor and protection. Nothing too crazy, though. And I guess we could use Commander Luke here. Kind of cool. So one thing, while this is loading, guys, because you know this fight pretty well at this point. One thing to keep in mind is, so these are pretty tardy. I think we've got one more in the pipes for this season, and then I don't know what the cadence is going to be for release. But what I kind of want to do is start making it so that Saturday and Sunday are kind of like your Saturday and Sunday morning cartoons. Like you can just watch a GAC and chill, eat your cereal, whatever you want to do. You know, just relax a little bit. And then during the week, I want to do something more. I don't know, have more robust things. Like I have my 2 shows, like the one with Sarah, and then I have the one with I have my own, the plan that I can release. And the other 3 days I can release non-GAC recaps unless there's something really important, but they can be like important news that's coming out, you know, reaction videos, faction essentials, whatever. Videos that kind of just help us, you know, understand the game better and aren't specifically GAC related. Unless, I mean, I just released a video. Oh yeah, he's gonna stand up after this. We gotta call an assist. So if we do a basic, I think it just has 2PO kill him anyway, so there we go. Anyways, yeah, we got it. Got it. Drop 5, but that's to be expected, I suppose. So, anyways, that's kind of the idea. I just released a video about Nihilist Lead, and that's GAC specific because it's a Traya Omicron. But you know, videos like that are more, I don't know, more game specific, or generalized. You know, maybe specific game modes, but they aren't just a GAC recap. That way, and then I think the recaps for the GACs are going to be my alt, which will just be pure, you know, like it'll be like a 4-hour video of just all 3 matches that I played a week prior. And then the other one will be probably 1 or 2 GAC recaps from throughout the week. So otherwise, if you want to watch my GACs, you can always watch them live on Twitch. I might start doing them on YouTube a little bit. We're using a Traya squad here, and I'm using, what's her name? Talon in the back, and that's actually going to give us a little more turn meter. This is always a scary counter because this team just times you out sometimes, and that's not great. They're so fixated on Scion right now, probably because of all the debuffs he's done. But trying to figure out exactly. Yeah, okay, so let's just kill her, and then if we do the AoE, we just wipe out most of them, it looks like. So I got good enough banners, but gosh, I don't know why I use Traya there, guys. I really don't. Traya is always scary to me. So we dropped 2 fights. I was like, man, I'm pretty sure we just lose. This guy's a really good player. I know a few people who have told me he's a really good player, and he's got 5 Galactic Legends for offense, which is just abysmal. Even though I think I've only used 3 GLs of my own, so I have 4 on defense, maybe. Maybe I even have Star Killer. I have a pretty tough defense, actually. I've just decided, at the end of every season, I tend to have these matches where I'm just like, you know what, screw it. We're just going to put everything on defense and just go for it. And, oh, I guess I do have Star Killer available. Look at that. Yeah, so this is against an AdRad team. I guess we cleared the top zone pretty well as well. Yeah, so we're using Star Killer versus AdRad. Remember, this team, we have the endless turn meter loop, Cron, here, it's just because it's set 4. And other than that, against AdRad, it's not always great to take Empire because you're going to get dazed a lot of times because of lots of reasons. Not to mention, because you're getting bonus turn meter. And but with Star Killer, you're immune to daze. You're not immune to those exposes, but once you stun everyone and just we didn't even get our Star Destroyer of Healing. Embarrassing. But it kind of embarrassed AdRad as well, which feels good. And yeah, okay, so I guess we have Jedi available for this Hux squad. And there's no First Order TIE Pilot Omicron here either, guys. So this, like, we'll even potentially go first because there's nothing that boosts their speed, and there's nothing that super boosts their turn meter. So I decided to, let's see. Yeah, I guess Barris is kind of nice here just to keep us alive a little longer. I don't really know. There's not a ton of damage dealers. Like, these guys can get into an endless loop. So maybe that's what I wanted Barris for, was just so that she could actually take turns at some point if they start taking endless loops. But I don't know if that would help that much, frankly. Just Jedi Revan with Jedi Luke. That's probably good enough. So eventually, like, maybe they'll kill us. But yeah, we went first. Hand the turn to Luke. Stun everyone. And yeah, Kyle Katarn. I mean, he's a Jedi. He's decent. I've used all my other Jedi apparently. So cool. Okay, so Red Trooper's gone. Apparently that was my priority there. Probably should have just gone for Hux, though. There wasn't the Phasma Cron, so there wasn't an endless loop available. So it's just pretty weird, guys. It's a weird comp, and we're hopefully making them sad that they took it. I'm doing this just so I don't hit this Stormtrooper and have him steal some whatever they're called, banners. You know those things you need to win, banners. Yeah. Cool. All right, now we're in ships. We dropped 2. I like to get into ships with a 1400, even though that doesn't really ever happen to me. I usually fail a couple times because my opponents have crazy defenses, and unforeseen things happen, like Vader marching in against that Ninth Sister and getting wrecked. So, oh yeah, I used Traya against Mothra, didn't I? Alright. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just a mess. Alright, he's got this Executor comp, and what I've decided to do with, now that I'm taking Negotiator on defense as well, I have to use Finalizer here. And so he's got triple attackers, and Finalizer can do so, like, as long as you can kill IG-88, then you've got a shot. So you start with First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot, actually, because all of those ships are faster than Executor. Well, I guess the Echelon wasn't, but Echelon paid the price for my lack of vision, and now we're getting shuttle in. Wonderful. I can hand the turn to Silencer. He's already marked, so probably Silencer just dies. We don't have a tank because Echelon is gone. And remember, he's got really high GP with all the high relic pilots because he's in a high level guild, and so I mean, it's just tough to kill these ships at this point. And they just delete the things that they shoot at because they're high relic. Trying to figure out what should I do. Should I bring this guy in and at least make us immune to whatever they're called? Not immune to chafe. We'll have chafe. We're chafing at the bit here, guys. Immune to target lock. Yeah, we're marked again for Silencer. So yeah, things aren't looking great. Look at that. We're actually kind of close to killing Bosk, though. In fact, killing that Houndstooth. So I was trying to stun. Slave 1, and alright, that didn't work out. And hopefully they can just kill our ship before they heal. Houndstooth all the way, or something. And yeah, I don't know. Do I decide to just time out? I get too bored timing out in ships for some reason. It's like I just want to complete the fight. I'm like, come on, I don't want to have to time out for 2 minutes. So, alright, let's bring in reinforcements. Maybe we can snipe out that Houndstooth, and then we don't. And hopefully this is clean upable. Maybe it's not. We'll find out. Eventually, guys. You'll find out. You only have, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes left, depending on how I do the outro. What's going to happen, guys, is when I'm done with my fleet attacks, it's just going to flash to a screen of... It'll be like, here's this final score, and then I'll show you guys the final slides. We didn't work it out, the guy who edited it for me, or not. It's not his fault. He actually showed initiative by showing it, but it's going to kind of spoil the results. No build up, kind of. So, just warning you here. Alright, so Executrix versus Profundity. We both set good defenses, and it's been kind of scary here. So, let's let's go. Maybe we can actually beat this team for the first try, but it seems like that's just not happening. It's happening less and less lately, and I don't know. I don't know if Executrix, probably just all my opponents have started putting some crazy mods on, or crazy relic levels on their teams. I know that a few people I've faced have just put like relic 9 on like Han Solo and Chewbacca, which is, you know, gosh, it's tough. You know, relic 9 on Dash, just for fleets, guys. What do we want to do here? I guess just give some pretend turn meter. I mean, it's also offense up, so that's good. We don't even have target lock on anyone, so Sith Bomber is not actually even, or TIE Bomber isn't even taunting. Alright, do the AoE. Dispel all the things with the stuff. Try to kill. Look at that. Outrider died of sadness. Screw you, Outrider. Screw you, Ghost. I mean, really, I'm just so bitter against this fleet sometimes, guys. I don't win this fight as often as I usually think I should. And it's like, we have one more turn till our ult. Will they just delete me anyways? Will Profundity get a turn? No, we got our swarm of TIE fighters. It actually killed something this time. We got a 65. And screw you, Profundity. In the nicest way possible, of course. So, what are we going to take to clean us up? I guess Executor. We can use resistance potentially to 3-shot it, because we might need Malevolence against that Raddus team, or against the Home 1 team. I don't remember. Oh, that's right, because we don't want to use Raddus to fight the Home 1 team, because the Home 1 team actually beats Raddus sometimes, and I don't want to do the Home 1 mirror match. We don't have Finalizer to do it. Like, we're kind of just out of fleets already, because I put Negotiator and the 2 best other fleets in the game on defense. So we're kind of just spread thin here, folks. One fail, and it's like, geez, we're going to have some sketch. Trying to figure out what I want to take here. And decided to have Falcon be the reserve. Which, I mean, hopefully that's going to work. Hopefully we can just outlast them for a bit. We've got Rose's ship here, and it's tough because I don't want to put anything to upgrade that ship on this fleet at all. Trying to remember which thing we should do. Maybe we should heal. I guess we just give that this resistance bomber just healed itself. I don't know what gender ships are. I don't know if it cares. I don't know if it matters, guys. We need to use a pronoun of some sort, but we don't need to get into that discussion today. Alright, Falcon comes in, do the little twirl, so we got 6 stacks. And, okay, Resistance Bomber's gone, so Rose is gone, and that should not make any of us sad at all. Hopefully Falcon can get a kill here, or 2. Slave 1 is so close, guys. Oh my gosh. And if they do a heal on Slave 1 right now, it's going to feel really bad, actually. Really want to kill Slave 1, but there's like nothing we can do. But then we can kill their Executor, which is nice. This is clean upable now. We can even use like Home 1 to clean this up, I think. So we should be okay, hopefully. We got our Falcon in, and we really got to take out the Slave 1. And we really got to do some damage to Houndstooth, because Houndstooth for a little bit had damage immunity, and that damage immunity was going to be really helpful, because then he couldn't get bonus protection. But now it's too late, and maybe we just struggle bust our way to a second cleanup on this fleet. We can dispel that on Houndstooth, though, and actually Lando's Falcon is really helpful here, because you can get rid of the bonus protection with Lando every once in a while. And Resistance Fighter is also, it's similar. You can dispel it, so you can actually get real damage on Houndstooth here. So if you can keep that combo, of course we don't have a tank or anything, so Resistance Fighter is not looking too hot. Yeah, dead, in fact. But Houndstooth was close enough to death, and Houndstooth doesn't have anything that heals them. So eventually, if young Lando's ship can actually survive long enough, or the Falcon, dear lord, Falcon's on death's door as well, then hopefully Lando is going to be able to, do that. Take that. Whew, okay, so we got to get through Home 1, and then I guess we can get the full clear if we want. I really wasn't sure, guys. I don't know much about this Home 1 fleet. I keep waiting for them to release another ship for it or something. Like, you know, the rumored Red 5. Still nothing so far, but the Red, you know, Red 5 fits in here really well. It's going to shift the meta quite a bit, so we'll see how this all goes. And yeah, they're starting with a lot of target locks and stuff. And they killed one of our vultures, or whatever they're called. Hyenas. Scavengers of some sort. Hyena is the big one. So I guess, I mean, I've never seen... I wonder if Home 1 can actually kill Malevolence. If Malevolence is on defense, can Home 1 take it out? You guys should let me know, folks. Let me freaking know. Alright, kill Cassian there. Nice. Probably want to kill the Claw as quickly as we can. Does the Claw have, like, foresight or something, and that's why I didn't? Not sure. Not sure, folks. Alright, so... like I said, there's going to be the final results here shown in just one moment, guys. Maybe it'll take a little longer, since the video still has 30 seconds to play. So, here it is, 1756. Oh yeah, there's the final score, folks. I did end up winning. Let's actually go to the final countdown. So, he failed against REY, or Jedi Training REY up top. So that felt good, of course, with the murder bots. But then the big thing was he took 2 to get through Jabba, and then he didn't have anything that could clear Jedi Master Kenobi, which, I don't know, I was surprised. He kept 5 Galactic Legends. I figured he'd be able to clear me pretty easily. Apparently, that wasn't quite the case. So, you know, good match to Moshi. Glad we got a good match. I mean... I don't know if I'd call it a good match if I had lost, honestly, but I played okay, and honestly, set 4, it's like we got one more, like I was like, okay, I won, but the biggest thing is we only have one more match for set 4, so anyways, that's it for today, folks. I'll put the timestamps in and get this shipped out to you. Let me know what your thoughts are for the new format. I think what we're going to also be doing, folks, is probably eventually just go to just like a bigger like chopped down version with my voice and stuff once I get some video that has that does music in the background that isn't demonetizing it for YouTube. So that'll happen. I haven't recorded any yet, so that'll be down the tubes, down the line, down the chute. It's a lot of awkward things that could be down, but one way, folks, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.